my dear friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy you are here. So today we are doing a fun reading, and it is all about what's happening, what do you need to hear for this October is basically what I am seeing here. And so I haven't done this in a while, but we're gonna try them out again, and hopefully you'll get this right when you need this. All right, so I'm sorry, I'm lifting it up so you can actually see it, and I'm not telling you that. Okay, so this is group 1. Look at that, and this is group 2. Oh, and this is going to be group 3. It's exciting. All right, so let's just go ahead and take a deep breath in. Close our eyes, clear our mind, and now as we exhale, open your eyes. Choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do that. Hello, my dear friends from group 1. So let's find out what, messages and what's important things coming up in October. So Black Hat, fortune meets opportunity. So you're going to have some sort of opportunities coming to you in the next 30 days. So that's exciting. I also feel like it's kind of unexpected. That's what I'm seeing. It sort of just arrives. So be on the lookout for that. Just be looking out. Like, I don't know, if there's an opportunity that presents itself, go for it. Because look, it's good luck. Maybe it has something to do with learning or something that you've already learned. So it's using what you've already have. So it shouldn't be something that you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know anything about. There's something that you do know about it. Let's see what other things are coming. Sure we all fit there. So you have 2 of Imps, 8 of Pumpkins, which is 8 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. You have the King of Imps, which is the King of Wands. Oh, you have Wheel of Fortune twice. And with this, with the Fortune, oh, that's a really good thing here. Okay. All right. So what I'm seeing here, a very strong message that you really need to pay attention here in the next 30 days in October. The Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like things are, and especially with the, like I said, with this, let's put you over here so you can kind of see it. So with this fortune meets opportunity. So there is going to be an opportunity. And what kind of opportunity is it? It might be for like upgrade in terms of like possibly getting another job, or like getting a promotion of some kind, becoming a leader, maybe on a manager. There's also opportunities if you are wanting to start your own business or something like that. Along the lines of that, there's opportunity being presented here. You may feel and so what I'm seeing here though is that you may just feel like, I feel like you're going to feel a lot of questions, a lot of doubt. I do think there's a lot of doubt because I think you might all of a sudden, it like I said, it's very sudden. It's sort of like you're thinking that, oh, things aren't going to pan out for something. And then all of a sudden, boom, something pops up. And it's not just one thing. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things. And so I feel like you're just like, oh my goodness, it's going to be a bit of a wild ride is what I want to tell you. And so the 2 of Imps is also like, deciding, I almost want to say taking a chance on. And so, like I said, you may think it's, how do I explain it? So you may have your like October next 30 days very much planned, and you're like, okay, this is what's going to happen. And I really feel like there's the Wheel of Fortune here. It's sort of like a wind of change coming your way. And so you're not expecting this, but this is very, very good. This is like a very good opportunity for you. I almost feel like you've been working towards something, and it's finally coming to fruition. Or at least it's in the very beginning. I do want to say something about this 4 of Pentacles though. And it's sort of like, don't get too stuck on your plans for the, like I said, I think you planned out your or you have a very like kind of strong vision of what you think the next 30 days or October is going to be like. Don't hold on to that. Don't think that that's going to be like that set in stone, because there's something else totally different coming your way. When help is offered, do accept it. The Hierophant, I feel like there's you have knowledge, or maybe somebody who is in a position of like maybe a mentor, um, might, like maybe even ask. So like somebody's going to ask for help, whether it's or want to give you help. It might even be both, because I feel like you're going to be a bit of a teacher this next 30 days, and it's going to surprise you, because you're like, oh, and it's going to be on something that you don't really expect. But I do feel like it's coming through here, sort of like unexpected. You might be helping somebody, you might be sharing your knowledge, which is quite lovely. Because it serves as I really do feel like that this is part of your opportunity here. Yeah, and it like with it's like the Two of Imps, the Four of Pentacles. It just sort of seems like I really want to keep repeating. Be very flexible with things the next 30 days. Just be very flexible. Although things may seem like maybe they're a little chaotic or a little hectic, it is actually, I think, for your benefit. It's definitely for your benefit. And there's a sense of temperance, maybe finding balance within yourself, but it also feels like there is divine timing in this. And so with saying that, I want to say that what was I going to say? I want to say to you that things are perfectly timed. And so you may think that either that an opportunity passed you by, or something passed you by, or maybe that you didn't get chosen for something, or you didn't get that, but it's because something better was coming your way. And so it's sort of like divine timing, or that opportunity may come right back again. And I feel like I have to tell you this with, this definitely feels like it's an overall energy, could be like career related or studies related, but I also want to say that there is a love energy as well here. So maybe things didn't work out, or the timing was off for certain things, maybe for a connection, but I feel like things are turning around this next 30 days. So I'm very excited for you. Let's see what other things are coming. So I'm using what is this? Fall Embrace? Autumn's Embrace by V11 Tarot. And I'm going to be using my oracle here too. It's actually, I have it, this has been updated, and this is my night sight spooky oracle for all of us for Halloween. But let's see what else do you need me? Like, what else do you want to show me? For the collective of group one for the next 30 days for this October. Okay, home, okay. This guy's, oh, wow. Okay, this is lots of stuff that's coming out. Originality. Okay, love this. Do you see this? Okay. Do you see that disguise and originality? Like, and here I would want to say this is sort of like, don't yeah, okay, don't hide, don't dim your light. Here, originality is where it's at. This is where it's going to, like, where the success comes in. This is where it's whether it's in love, right? If you're trying to be something you're not, whether it's in love or whether it's career, whether it's studies, whatever it is, you're trying to be something you're not. And that's, I was like, this is not going to lead to where you want to be, because what you are meant to be is who you are, right? There's only one you, and that's a beautiful thing. We do have home, and we also have shield. So there is a sense of the shield, but you see how the shield is actually on the ground here, my friend? So maybe if you have been putting up walls and that's the disguise you've been wearing, it's time for it to come down. It also feels like you are protected. You don't need to worry about it. It's sort of like, you see, it's kind of clear. The protection is there, my friends. You don't have to, I almost feel like I want to say, don't guard your heart in terms of putting up a big old wall, because then no hurt can come through, but neither can love as well, and there's a sense of home. So I'm gonna tell you, it is the cozy season, so I feel like this is all about being cozy. And I also want to say, like, it's almost like be at home with yourself, be at home, like being cozy with who you are, even if you're not like where you think you need to be. And by that I mean, like, I it could be like you're like, oh, you want more money, or you want a better career, or you want to like, you know, you're already in a relationship or something, you've been wanting something. It could also be like, oh, you want to be in different, like in a better shape or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It's sort of like, it doesn't matter where you are right now, just be at home with you, right? Be cozy with you. All right, let's see what other messages we have for the collective of group 1. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's like that union that I was talking about. And there's the chaos. Yeah. I'm going to say to you, embrace the chaos, my friend. Embrace the chaos. Don't try to hold on to like you, what's coming is really unknown. And as much as like we want to plan everything, and I really get that. I love making lists. I seriously love making lists and having like bucket lists. Never get through any of them. So bad, but it's because the unknown, we don't know what's going to happen next, and the wheel of fortune is turning, and it's turning for your benefit. And the Viperian is I created that's, to me, it's like the siren with the vampire. So it's almost like either you or somebody else might be trying to like tempt you into, I feel like it's like you're being tempted to be something you're not. It's like, it seems like it's the easy way to do it, and that's not it. The union, like I said, I feel like there is a strong sense of, if you want the union, it has to come from like being you. If you're trying to cover up, like be somebody you're not, even if you get what you want, you're not going to be happy, because you're not, it feels fake to you. So yeah, there is love coming through here. So I'm going to be doing what's happening, you know, what's coming next in love soon. So be on the lookout for that one. And if you haven't, please do consider subscribing so you know when it does come out. So this might be for something for like that, because it's like love, but don't disguise. And that I mean as well as like, if you're disguising yourself and you come into like you know, get into a relationship, but you're not being honest with yourself, or you know, like when it gets tiring of playing a role, right? It's not based on like realness, something stable there. I hope that makes sense. And that's also with like career and everything. So be honest with yourself. Love you, man. Oh, man. It doesn't matter. Just love you. All right. Let's see what like I guess advice we would give you for the collective. Here we go. So banishment. So you have the power to banish negative energy and unwanted problems. And I'm going to actually say that I think the banishment comes from, well, it comes from here. Like, here we go. Courage. Courage is the strength to stand up when it's easier to fall down. And so I feel like it's standing up to, you know, for who you are. It's being honest. And so I feel like the negative energy and unwanted problems are coming here. I like this vampire, is when you are tempted to be something, like, you know, something you're not, or like do something you don't, that doesn't align with your values, right? That's what I'm seeing here. So, and I do feel like this banishment feels like there is a sense of clearing, like very positive energy here. So yeah, very good. Be courageous. Be you. All right, so I'm gonna leave that here. Actually, wait, before we leave that, I do want to, actually, I don't know why lately I've been wanting to do charms, so I'm gonna just do quick charms to add to this reading. So sorry if it makes a lot of noise. Okay. Oh, I actually just wanted to do it. Always like, oh, look at that. Always love. So yeah, always choose love. That's an important thing. Look at that. I'm telling you, there's something to be said about love coming through here. Again, 50 or 10 might be a number that's important to you. Nourishing of yourself, nourishing, yeah, of your true identity here. So here you are going to get some sort of help right? There's like friendship or help coming through, somebody nurturing you. Like this is a King of Cups energy right there. Oh, I love this. Peace, inner peace, finding like this is where it's at. Let's see. Never give up. Nope. And we have, oh, yeah, you have it. You have the fruits. You have. I think that's what you're working towards. You're finally getting things that you've been wanting to. We have WR and we have double R here. We have the number 2, which is for me choices again. Like there's a tons of choices. We have S. Yeah, follow your own drum beat, and that's being like totally you. That's what I'm gonna say to you. And yeah, look at that. You are being really well protected. That's like the protection. That's a little cat with the protection. If you actually see it, with the little heart there. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you can't subscribe, please do consider doing that. And if you can't do any of those things, totally understand. Just consider watching the whole video. It just helps as well. And just thank you so much for being here. I am glad to be back, and I hope you have a super wonderful rest of your October. And let me know if this pans out. Thank you so much. I'm sending you a giant hug. Bye-bye. Hello, my dear friends from group 2. I'm so happy you're here. Happy spooky season. I'm sorry, my friend is very vocal today. And my other friend, I think, is trying to climb up. So pardon that intrusion if it happens. So Cauldron, synergy and healing. Oof. I feel like I want to say for you the next 30 days in October. Yep, I knew he was coming on his way. Is all about... Oh, he's a little bit interruptions, huh? I feel like maybe there might be some interruptions, but not a bad. Not at all bad. Okay, so the message I'm getting actually is do with what you have. It's sort of like you may feel like so it does feel like there is a bit of maybe scarcity coming, not in a scarcity in a sense. It's almost like think of the next 30 days as a bit of a challenge, but not a bad challenge, a challenge of resourcefulness, of creativity. That's sort of the energy I'm getting for you. So whatever you're facing the next 30 days, think of as opportunities, not as challenges. I hope that makes sense. Let's actually see what is happening here. We have the 4 of Bats, so some relaxation. We have Page of Ghost. Sorry that I have to move my camera a little bit. Oh, he follows me through. Okay. I'm sorry, guy. You're actually in the way, my friend. Yeah. So 4 of Bats, 4 of Swords. So resting, taking it easy. For some of you, I feel like maybe you might be feeling a little bit under the weather. Don't let that get to you. Don't think that, oh my goodness, I'm missing out. No. This is a time for you to use, so maybe being cozy indoors, enjoying yourself that way. We also have, we have a lot of night energy. So that's quite lovely because that means that there is a movement in this next 30 days. We have the 4 of Swords again. Wow, seriously, 4 of Swords. You have you're going to need to rest, my friends. I'm going to just tell you right off the bat, I highly recommend resting the next 30 days. And I feel that that's what it is. Okay. Oh, wow. And you do have like 3 nights right here. Okay, 3 nights. Okay, so what I'm gonna say to you here right off is yes, resting is very important. And so this is why, okay, so I can understand why you're gonna be feeling frustrated. I get this. And then that's why we have the synergy and healing, right? The healing, because this is important. The resting is important for healing. And so you are going to feel even though you're feeling maybe slightly under the weather, possibly, you're also going to feel a lot of different energies of change. You're going to want to do lots of different things. And then I feel like your body is going to want to rest. And so it's not a bad thing, my friends. I know that it feels like that it's going to be so you're going to be kind of being pulled into directions. So my recommendation for you is this Page of Ghost, Page of Ghost all the way. And so it is finding it's sort of in a creative expression, right? So if you can't go out and do all the different things, how about maybe doodling your ideas, right? Writing in a journal, all your ideas. I feel like right now it's kind of getting those things down. And the Page of Cups for me is artistic, but it's coming from like artistic expression is what I always think of when I see the Page of Ghosts. There might be also messages coming through, and for some of you, sorry, why I'm laughing is because for some of you, I actually want to say this might be the Four of Bats might be that this healing energy is actually not necessarily that you're feeling under the weather, but maybe you have gone through a breakup or some sort of like a thing, right? Maybe a breakup just because of that. But I want to say to you, that is not a bad thing at all, because there is new energy coming through here. Knight of Ghosts, which is the Knight of Cups, can inform us that there might be somebody who's interested in you, right? Some like love interest coming in. But so is this Knight of Imps, so Knight of Wands. It might be a new love interest in that way too. Or this Knight of Swords can be a new love interest. Each one is differently romantic. Somebody who's very passionate, very likes desiring. Knight of Swords, very blunt and to the point, and almost like a risk taker there. And so for some of you, I feel like there's that love present here for you. So if it's like you've been breaking up or you've been having trouble maybe with somebody else, or maybe you've been single for a while and you're like, oh, when is it going to happen? I feel like things are coming through here. There is, like I said, like some sort of message, like love message coming through. So the world to me is like, it's almost like you are coming also to a conclusion of some kind. So something is coming to an end. I do feel like, since it's actually next to the Seven of Swords, I feel like something that was not benefiting you is coming to an end, right? Seven of Swords can be like somebody, maybe there was somebody lying to you about it. Maybe you were wearing a mask, whatever it is. Maybe you were taking on way too much because you felt like you had to, even though it's sort of like there's a sneaky energy here. And so that's coming to an end. I almost feel like that energy is being cleared. It's that healing, we're healing this. So like I said, if there is a breakup within the next 30 days or you just broke up, this is a good thing. Like, I want to say that. And if it's not, it has nothing to do with, a breakup, not love or anything. If maybe, because there is something, so maybe you had all these plans out, right? You have all these ideas, plans, very like a lot of energy. Whatever it is that you're going to cancel on, sometimes I'm going to say that you're going to cancel on stuff, it is fine. It is actually to your benefit. Like, that's important for you to know, right? So if you're feeling like you need to rest and you're like, oh my goodness, but I have to do this and this and this, and I have to cancel on this and this person, it's all right. It's actually for your benefit right there. All right, let's see what other things come here. Oh, right, we're developing healthy habits. I like that. Healthy habits. Dialogue. Okay, yeah, communication. There's a lot of communication here. So this is going to be interesting. Honest communication, though, that's an instance, yeah, purity. That honest communication, it's a sense of, feel like for some of you, a blank slate. But for others of you, it's just really like letting go of like bad habits, like any kind of bad habits where you feel like you have to sneak around. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really do think that that's important. Healthy habits next, because that's part of maybe this why you're tiring yourself out. Maybe you burn yourself out from doing so much, or feeling the need that you have to do so much. Yeah, that's not gonna help you. Why doesn't it help? I don't know. I think it's something to do with like I like, cozy living. Like, you don't want to like feel like you have to go all out. I hope that makes sense. And then the dialogue. So being honest with this. And so if you can't do something because maybe you're feeling under the weather, be honest about it and explain it. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Yeah, see, dialogue. Just not one that I can understand. It just sounds really complainy. It's my little friend. All right, let's see what other things are coming. Twin flames. Oh, yes. So for some of you, maybe this has to do with love. It really does feel like there's a sense of love. Being honest with each other. That is what I'm gonna say there. Decay. Okay. So yeah, we're releasing things that are no longer good for us, right? We're like, it's coming back. So I feel like maybe some bad habits might be showing up, and you just gotta say no. Look at that bounty, abundance. Oh, yes, yes, yes. There's like a lot of abundance coming through for you. But I almost feel like this bounty is, what do I want to say with this bounty? It comes after you release this Seven of Swords. So like, I feel like that the bounty is the world. It's sort of like you are ending that cycle. You're getting what you need. Releasing bad old habits, and that might even be a relationship, right? Or like the habit, I feel like, of you taking on everything, and then burning yourself out. That's not right, my friend, because that's just, it's gonna make you sick, and then that doesn't feel good. All right, what's going on? You have so much to say. All right, let's see what advice I can give you. Oh, banishment came out again. It came out for one. So, in clarity, I love this. Okay, so you have the power to vanish negative energy and unwanted problems. And so I feel like that's actually saying like the old habits and stuff. What are you doing, huh? And so letting go of those things. Like, I really want to say, whatever the Seven of Swords, where you have to sneak around or something, or where it feels like you have to be quiet about things. That's not good for you. Clarity. So clearing your mind brings you closer to your sacred inner wisdom. Oh yeah, you're choosing. You get to choose always. Let's see what the charms say. I'm like, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm excited to bring the charms back. All right, let's see what charms come. Okay, my friends. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff that came. Oh, okay. So definitely, I feel like there's something to do with love, because that's the red string of fate. If they do that. So inner power, using, again, it's your inner wisdom, your inner power. So really relying on yourself here. We do have hematite, so grounding, protection. Look at that. There's a lot of painting, a lot of creativity. That's the page of cups. Needing to express this month is all about creative expression, really. I think it's almost like painting things different. So if you haven't been that, I mean, there might just be a calling for you to paint and be creative. Unlocking your heart. So what is unlocking your heart? I feel like so there might be some secrets there. That's my little secret friend. Okay, so maybe you've been trying to fit into a situation. You've been trying to make things work that aren't working. And so you have to, I feel like that might almost feel like you have to unlock something with that. You have to stop trying to make a situation work. If it's not working, you know it. It's true, you do. So we have RKI. We also have L. Oh, okay. And then again, how do you see things? I feel like there's a different way of you doing how you perceive things, right? It's all about perception, my friend. And so I feel like you perceive things that you might think that you have to make something work that sometimes isn't working out. So don't push things. You'll be honest with yourself in terms of like, if it's not working out, if something's not working out for you, it's not working for you, being honest with yourself about that is so important. Don't try to make something that doesn't fit. It's like wearing shoes that don't fit, right? You can squeeze your feet in there, but if you're after a while, they're gonna hurt and it's gonna feel really uncomfortable. You're not gonna be able. You're gonna have blisters and a whole bunch of other stuff. And for some reason, that's the image I'm getting. Don't do that to yourself. Be honest. If they don't fit, they don't fit. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, my buddy is being so loud. He's not gonna stop being loud. Okay, so I hope you like this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and please do consider subscribing. If you can't for some reason, consider watching the whole video. Hello, my dear friends from group 3. And just thank you so much for being here. So you chose this beautiful card. Helps a lot. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one, my dear friends. So I feel like there's things changing here. That's so much energy is. So what I'm seeing with the sweetness here, and I'm gonna be honestly sort of like something that is like seems bitter will turn sweet, something that seems sour will turn sweet. So things that seem like something bad is actually going to turn for your benefit. I hope that makes sense. Let's see what we have. Eight of Ghosts. Yep. Okay. So walking away from something. There's a lot of walking away here. We have like leaving something behind. The Six of Bats. We have the Tower. We have the Seven of Bats. Okay. Lots of energy. These are very strong. Holy moly. I don't look at these. Holy moly. You have the Tower twice. Wow. If that's not like, oof. If that's not a very strong. Oh, wow. Six of Swords. Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm just like, seriously. Wow. 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 Okay. And I know I say that and I'm like, holy moly, there's the Tower twice. And I'm like, it's more of a shock than it is anything else. And the fact that we have the Six of Swords, I actually love this for you. And I can see where you have the sweetness and the synergy. So you had to walk away, or you're going to have to walk away from something that you actually care about, but it's not working out with this Eight of Ghosts here, the Eight of Cups. And so, and the reason why it's not working out here is because we have the Seven of Bats and this Eight of Swords. So I feel like you're feeling like either you have been ignoring something that's blatantly obvious here, and you're feeling trapped in here. I do feel like it's like, I'm going to say you're trapped in kind of like an illusion of something. And so this could be about maybe love. It could be about job. It could be about any kind of situation. This is general reading. If you want a personal reading, totally available. Just check the description down below, or get it on Etsy through me. You'll see it. But what I'm seeing here is sort of like you are feeling trapped here from an illusion, something that isn't real. And so if it could be a relationship or a connection that is sort of like, it's not fulfilling you. It's sort of like you're feeling trapped in a situation. And so it could also be a job that's just not really benefiting you. It could be like, it could actually be where you're learning something and you're like, you know what, I don't really want to learn this anymore. So there's a lot. I'm not going to lie to you, my friends. This next 30 days, this October is going to be intense. And but it's very, very, very liberating. And I'm glad I said that. It's gonna, like, it may feel sour. It may feel like there's a bittersweetness here in terms of like there's bitter, but there's sweetness. It's all being turned well. And so these Tower moments are clearing your path from this Eight of Swords, and it's clearing this Seven of Paths, Seven of Swords, right? So it almost feels like with the Seven of Bats here, it's actually telling me that you think that there's something here where you think this is a bag full of goodies, but it's not. It's almost like an empty bag. So it could be empty promises that somebody said. And so we do have the Tower, but then we move to we have the Six of Swords twice, like I said. And so it's like you're moving away from something, like where I really do feel like you're feeling trapped, and where it's not even like where you're not being valued in some way, or where you're not being honored in some way. And so you are totally like, this is something leading you to the full energy. Like, wow. Like, seriously, this is a happy beginning. This is like a joyous beginning. Yes. It feels to you like, it might just feel like, oh my goodness, it's too much. But it's exactly where you need to go. It's exactly where you need to be. So I really do like this energy for you. So I'm not sugarcoating it in terms of like, it's going to be intense, because the Towers are always intense. It's almost like, well, no, it really is. The Tower, I mean, and for me, is like an illusion, and it's not like, it really is. It's an illusion that you just watch as it sort of just gets cleared. You know, it's almost like you wake up, right? You see things as they really are, not how you've been wanting them to be, or how you've, like been being portrayed. You actually see the truth rather than the illusion. And so that's the Tower. The Tower brings the truth, right? It's not easy, because we've usually, we really strongly believe in the illusion. We strongly believe in that lie. It's sort of like, it gives us a sense of comfort. It gives us a sense of security, but it also limits us. And so when the Tower comes, it shakes up that sense of comfort and security, but it brings us the truth, and that's so important to us, right? That's important because you don't want to live a lie. Nobody wants to live a lie. Yeah, so that's an important thing. And I feel like that Seven of Bats is sort of like you have been living a lie. All right, let's see what other things are coming through. So like I said, I'm not gonna, it's so interesting. This is like group 1 had a home as well. Gratitude, wow, look at that, I love that. Territorial, okay, one more. And this is the Autumn's Delight by Be Love and Tarot. Okay, and so what I'm gonna say here is I actually love this because we have this gratitude filled with like all this abundant food, and we have nourishment with an empty plate, right? So you might think that this is going to be like, there's something, I feel like you are not being fulfilled in some level, right? And so you've been maybe trying to, territorial, maybe you've been trying to cover it up, right? Like I really do think that Eight of Swords is not just that you're confined, but it's almost like you're choosing not to see something. And so you're territorial about this. You're like, maybe you don't want others to see that there's this hole here, or there's something missing. And then the territorialness gonna come down because until this goes away, until the Tower happens, until you stop seeing this illusion, and still you actually start to see the truth and rather the illusion, you won't be able to see this like this, all that is abundant, all that is there for you. It's almost like you might be like I said, you might be just in a connection or something that it's just, it's not fulfilling you in some way, right? And until you actually, and could be a career, could be a relationship, could be any of those things where you're not being fulfilled. And it's because, and you know you're not being fulfilled, but you're keeping it, you're being territorial about even acknowledging this, right? There's something you need to shift and change. There's some new beginning that you need. And so the Tower happens, and then there's the sense, then you actually see what you've been missing out because you've been holding on to this empty plate. Home is a sense of, so you see, I feel like it could be two ways. And so this home can be very much like comforting, can be very secure. It could be like you feel the sense of being home, right? But sometimes we are stagnant because we choose to stay what feels like home. Like it feels like this is the place where I need to be, not because it's where I'm happy or because of anything, but rather because this is safe. And so I feel like you feel safe and you're not ready to make that full energy, but I feel like you've been wanting to. I'm hoping this makes sense. Like the more I talk, I'm not really sure if it does. But I'm hoping you get the idea. Let's see what other things. So I'm using my Spooky Site Oracle. Yeah, rewards. See, I feel like there's stuff that's coming here. Things are coming for you, fulfilling. Yeah, you're projecting. Maybe your projection is like you're projecting like that you can't do something, and I feel like you can. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. Does that make sense? I actually realize that now, that it does make a lot of sense. If you've ever seen a little molehill, it's like a little tiny thing. It's not a mountain. So I feel like that's what you're doing. Knowledge, yeah. So knowledge, I think that's the truth coming, opening up the truth here, some sort of proposal. See, maybe somebody offers you something. Maybe there is this like something that's being offered here that you're not sure about. You're not, 100%. Could be, like I said, a job. It could be like romantic. It could be any of those things. But there's a hesitancy here, and there's a reason for that, being hesitant. You may think that you have to stay in one way and do one thing, but reality is like, I feel like part of you wants to try something new. So, and maybe even learn something new with that. So don't disparage, my friends. I think October is going to be sort of like a nice little movement forward to where you need to be. All right, so let's see what advice I can give the collective group. 3. Communication. Effective communications builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and an understanding. So maybe it is a need for communication, like communicating to yourself. I almost want to say that, especially that there's protection. So create sacred space to keep uninvited energy out. It's interesting to me. I want to say I wanted the communication for me is actually really talking between your heart, your soul, and your mind, all interconnected, being honest with yourself. There's a sense of like honesty. That's what I feel like October's coming through with, like a lot of honesty, a lot of reflection, but a lot of honesty coming through. We are clearing something, and everything, we're clearing the illusion in many ways, and something new comes along. The protection is with this something new. I feel like protecting your actual I say protecting your truth, but I almost, there's more than that to it. It's almost like honoring your values. Does that make sense? I hope that does. It's almost like that's what I'm seeing. It's like you're taking on energy that isn't your own, in attempts to keep something that doesn't fit you. Like apparently that's the analogy that I have for everything for this next 30 days. So I'm gonna use the charms. I haven't done this in a while, but I'm excited. Let's see what we have. Oh, well, I don't have to give me that much. All right, we'll give this. Ooh, there's a lot. Okay. So bridge of change, yeah, you're going through some sort of change, major. Ace of swords, that is beautiful because that is all I'm saying. You're finally seeing some sort of truth. I feel like you're saying like love, 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 love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, maybe you're holding on to the past. That's 6 of things. We have hematite. Oh, that's interesting. Hematite, protection again. So maybe for some of you, it's a sense of protection coming through. We also have the I forget what it's called. It's a cantilever, but it's also like the Jewish one. I forget what it is. Sorry, I just coughed. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry if it's loud. I couldn't help it. And it's coming, I guess, that this is soon. There's going to be a lot of, is it? I don't know. I feel like there's things that are missing, like the candle. We have the, I think it's the menorah. I think we have the menorah, but then we were missing the actual candle. So I feel like there's something missing here. That's what I'm seeing here. So apirafra literally means let go, let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. Oh, that's exactly it. Because there's a lot of tower. So everything that needs to go, go, wants to go, go, and everything that needs to come, come. Love that. And so the owl, wisdom. Owl, and also communication. Oh, and something new, because this is actually the stork, right? This is the stork. And so, sorry, this is like the stork coming through here. And so for some of you, that might be a queen of hearts. So it might be somebody who's a water element. Something new is coming here. Oh, I like it. I like it. There's a safety pin that's open. So something that seems safe might hurt. For some of you, like I really do think for you, it's seeing things as they truly are, not as you want them to be. There's a sense of needing to be honest. U-E-J, on the U came out again. We have L. We have P. We also have painting things. Maybe, oh, I think like a little bit of a makeover for some of you. Secrets are coming out. This is my card. And so that's like secrets coming out. So I think there's something that's going to be revealed. So that's interesting. Oh, sorry, I can't seem to. Okay. And then we have this, which is all about mending. You can, I almost feel like you can do and fix anything. You don't, like, I don't know, how do I say it? Don't be afraid of the change, because you have the tools to deal with it. And not only that, but the change is actually quite beneficial to you. So yeah, so this is really, I would have to say, let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. All right, I hope you like this group 3. Thank you so much for being here. If you did find this video, if you useful, or if you, like enjoyed it in any way. Oh, I forgot something here. And there's S here as well. So S, those are important. please do consider giving it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing if you can't, because I understand completely. Just consider watching the whole video. It really does help the channel. All of those things help. But thank you so much for letting me read your cards. It really does mean a lot to me, and I hope to see you in the next one. And when I do, and until I do, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Have a great day. Let me know if this pans out. Bye.